my beautiful cups. Welcome to the Lines and Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading on Stray Kids Woojin with mentions of Bang Chan as well. If you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button and step into the den with the rest of us. We do readings on K-pop idols, regular celebrities. Sometimes if I'm feeling froggy, I will go and do some politic related stuff. Just feel free to leave in the comment section who you would like to see a reading for. I'm very open to reading for pretty much anyone, including YouTube celebrities. So let's just go ahead and get started. Woojin and Bang Chan, step into the den. Alrighty, so let's start with a personality reading on Woojin and see what type of person he is. Ooh. Okay, so immediately I'm getting that this is we're gonna go into why or what he did. All of these are negative. Every single one of these are in negative. What he did, is my deck upside down? No. Well, for the majority. We're going to go for what he did, find out what he did to get kicked out. Last time I did a reading on it, it was definitely something that has to do with family. Reason why he left. There was definitely family issues going on. But I also, because of Bang Chan, want to see if it's also some personal stuff that he done within the group. So immediately the first card we have is Shapeshifter. So he can be someone who he does not appear to be. This is somebody who is very easily able to show a kind and beautiful side of himself, but can easily also turn into someone who is possibly... well, we're going to say different. Different, surprising, unexpected. He can show a type of personality that may, throw someone off a bit. He can be someone completely different than the person that you originally met. We also have Lover in reverse. So this is someone who is obsessed with someone. This type of love is someone who is possibly someone who will chase after people. He's someone who will have multiple lovers. He'll have someone that he's quite literally obsessed with, and will just, he could be a delusional lover. This is somebody who has basically toxic relationship traits. So when it comes to relationships, he can be a very toxic person. We have Miser in reverse. So this is someone who is a hoarder, someone who is greedy. I don't know if he's rich or comes from a rich or wealthy background. So this could be someone who has an abusive, who can abuse power via finances. This is somebody who just is completely stingy or more of about themselves. This is somebody who is keeping or saving or hoarding money, but not really to benefit everyone else. It's just more so to keep themselves protected. We have Queen in reverse, and Queen in reverse is, it says becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. So he could have traits like that as well. Child wounded is here. It says blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, moving through and resist moving on through forgiveness. And this childhood wounded kind of makes me think of when I was saying originally, I was trying to figure out where his father is in his relationship or what type of relationship he may have with him, because there seemed to be, when I was doing a reading, a type of animosity between him and the father, or I was trying to figure out if the father was even in the picture. I think I got 2 siblings and a mother, but I couldn't find the father in the picture. But I would have to go back and look at it. If you guys see the video that it's alive, and talking about why Woojin left is somewhere towards the end. So if you guys go back to that and you remember some information, feel free to discuss what you added together with this information here. It says trickster, manipulating others through manipulating others through duplicity. Oh God, I can't say the word. Duplicity. So again, this is like, this goes hand in hand with shapeshifter and, you know, the miser and everything. It seems like he has a lot of actual bad habits that he may have to grow from personally. Again, with the shapeshifter here in reverse, you may see a completely different person in videos and let's say stray kid videos, lives and everything. He may seem like a very kind, gentle person. Not saying that he isn't, but saying that there are definitely many prominent different sides to him that stand out. And so what's coming out here are the problematic sides. I guess that's, and I think they're all coming out like this because we're going to get into why he left, why he removed himself. So the last card we have is Seeker in reverse. So it's inability to commit to a path once found. And that's almost an answer right there. So he was unable to commit to the path that he chose, which could be stray kids. And so I was seeing the video of Bang Chan talking about sometimes people can make mistakes and they don't know that they're betraying the people around them, you know, fans and groups and, you know, all of that good stuff. So I think this is where this is coming from. So let's go ahead. The deck that I just used, by the way, is right here. So let's go ahead and go into my Moo cards right quick just to see where Woojin, just to get some information on Woojin during that time of him leaving. So during that time of him leaving, what was going on? Healing, balance. So health-related stuff is actually coming out. Health-related stuff is coming out here. So I don't know how good his health is. Isolated. But isolated is in reverse, so this could be he was isolated from the members, or this could be the exact opposite. But you know what I actually feel like is he was isolated, but not necessarily in a cruel way. Let me see. Yeah, not necessarily in a cruel way, but I don't know if like it was like something that he did and they're like, you need to think about that, and you know, we're not going to talk to you until you kind of get past that. Like almost like you could say an encouraging isolation or like a scolding, rather than we just hate you and we're not ever going to talk to you again. Like it's more so, hey, you need to work things out. You need to do something about this. We're going to give you space because you need to figure out how you're going to, you know, get past this or how you're going to overcome this, because this is a mess. So there is something health related, and with health related, this could be mental health or physical health, or like just as you as a person, like, you know, you can have, like I said, with the Lover's card in reverse, obsessive behaviors. You can have very bad toxic behaviors that are unhealthy, and so these toxic behaviors could have come through, and it would have been like, you know, we're going to give you space because you need to change that type of person that you are or you're acting out to be, because this is not beneficial to yourself and it's hurting the people around you. So keep that in mind when I say health. It's not just cough, cough, I'm sick health. This can be, this can straight up be the way you're acting is unhealthy to yourself and people around you. Okay, so, let's see, what do I want to ask? The first thing I want to ask, and do I want to use this deck to ask it? Whatever. The first thing I want to ask is, what deck is this? Sorry. Okay. How does Bang Chan feel about Woojin? How does Bang Chan feel about Woojin and what Woojin has done? Um, yeah, Woojin messed up. I don't know what he did within the group. Interesting. Okay, so first of all, Bang Chan has tried to reach out to him. It was to no avail. Oh God, I don't know which way this is supposed to be. Mm. Bang Chan tried to reach out to Woojin. It didn't work out. Yeah, it did not work out for them. There was seeming to be arguments. Sorry about my phone. There did seem to be like arguments, like more of a discussion and disagreement. And it led to like one of them feeling like the other was just not worth it. And kind of like, it's weird. It's like, it's definitely a walking away of, you know, you're not who I thought you were, and a deading of a relationship. There was a time, like Bang Chan felt like Woojin wasn't going to, he couldn't get through to Woojin. They weren't going to see eye to eye. It didn't work out. Like, it was just like, okay, what you're getting and what I'm trying to tell you and what you're getting are two different things. And I don't know where to go from here. So it's just kind of like a deading of the relationship, no longer feeling like he had the power to change anything, feeling like, you know, everything was out of his hands right now, given the situation and the elements that they're in. Like, it's just not, this is not working. But he did try. He did try. Bang Chan did try for Woojin. Now, I want to see if I can, if there's anything outside of the family related issues that Woojin did to decide he needs to leave or to get kicked out. What happened? What happened? What happened before he had to leave? I remember saying that his mother had something to do. I think I remember saying like his mother had something to do with it, like convincing him that it's time to come home or something like that. Woojin, and it could be a mental health thing. Woojin was like, this is too much. 10 of Wands. He felt burdened by the entire group. He felt burdened by the pressure more so. I wouldn't say the group, excuse me. The pressure of being an idol, the things that they had to do. He didn't want to keep going back and forth. If there's traveling here, he didn't want to keep doing it. He didn't feel like they were getting anywhere. And there's encouragement from this female and an understanding that he had speaking with this Queen of Wands here. And it was like, at first, it's coming off to me as like, first he didn't really want to, you know, believe or really submit to not wanting to be there. He didn't really want to come off that way. But it came to a point where he's just like, I'm out. And he needed some time and space to himself. And that's really what I'm getting. Anything else, to be honest, I don't think I will get, because I've touched on this a few times, and mostly I get stuff related to the family issues, so I wouldn't be surprised if whatever happened, you know, in their group or company or whatever, I don't get the information until it falls out. Sometimes tarot works like that. Sometimes for me, I'm not given specific information. So we will see. And there does seem like there will be some stuff that will come out. Or like there were hints somewhere dropped, either by him or that will continue to be dropped by Bang Chan. There's this queen again. And Four of Cups, it was boredom. Like, he was tired. He was tired. He wasn't feeling great. He wasn't feeling, you know, like this was, the payoff was worth it. And I don't know if his family background is already rich. You guys have to tell me. Please tell me in the comment section if he comes from a pretty decently wealthy family. Because that's kind of what I feel. I feel like he's come from a decently wealthy family. It may not be the case. I don't know. But, you know, that's just what I feel. But yeah, I just see boredom, wanting to leave, was tired, wasn't really interested in it, wanted to do other things, wanting to do things his way, just was not really, you know, interested in that life that especially wasn't working on his terms. That's pretty much what I'm getting. I'll try one more time to see if there's anything that he did in particular that got him removed from the group or the reason why he walked away. I'll just pull like 2 more cards. Because other than that, guys, besides maybe having a personality issue, and it could be, because I didn't say it, the card that I had there for the shapeshifter card could be, and I'm not trying to diagnose anyone, but it is a card that I have for things like you know, mental issues such as bipolar or anything like that. So and health came up a lot, so he could have some actual mental health issues. And you know, it could be one of those things where it's just like, well, you know, balancing the stress of being an idol and balancing my mental disabilities is very difficult, causes too much stress. My mom's like, I need to come home. I know I need to stop. You know, it's getting too much. And this is, you know, having the opposite effect on my health. It's making it worse. So keep that in mind as well, because that could also be what it is. It could be some sort of mental illness as well, that he's just like, I'm not going to sit here and make it worse doing this. Yeah, it's just talking about him just saying he's not doing this anymore. Yeah, I couldn't get any other deeper information. I will leave that to Bang Chan to spill the tea. So, but that's what I got. It does seem like there is some sort of health, on some spectrum there is health issues going on with Woojin, and that could cause, I feel like, lashing out. That could cause a lot with extra stress, and that could also, lashing out. Okay, so I'm getting lashing out, and that could lead to why that isolation card was there. He could have had a moment where he lashed out or said something to the group as well. This is not the reason why he, you know, may have been kicked out or left, but that could be the reason why the isolation came in, because of, and again, with the healing and the balance and the isolation, you could see it as the group realizing that there's too much stress and too much pressure and too much from them as well, while he's dealing with what he's dealing with. So, which is why I said the isolation didn't seem like it was a cruel isolation, but it was an isolation like, we need to give him space. He needs to be by himself, and he needs to think about what he wants to do and where he wants to go. So there was an isolation period between the group and Woojin. Woojin, I believe, may have had some sort of breakdown or meltdown, could have lashed out on the members. The members like, okay, this is getting a lot. You're under a lot of stress. We're going to leave you. to spend time by yourself, figure out what you want to do, maybe even apologize or not, or just figure out if this is the right path for you. So there's this connection that is there with health and the group. So I don't know, maybe we'll get more information about that. Maybe we won't. Keep me updated. All my stays who, are still here and who know about Woojin and who are more interested in everything that's going on there. Just keep me updated if you want to. Leave little notes in the comment section about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And also, don't forget to leave suggestions for other things you want me to read about on this channel. And like I said earlier, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Okay, join us in the Lion's Den. So I will see you next time. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you are notified every time I do a reading. Also, email me at thelionsdentarot@yahoo.com if you would like to purchase your own reading. I do audio recording readings for $15 only too. So hit me up. Don't be afraid. And until next time, my beloveds, bye.